Hey guys, Zorkan1 here. Minecraft Snapshot 13w21a just came out, as of recording this obviously, and they added a couple of things, not that much, but here it is. Added new UI for horses to control saddle, armor, / inventory. So if I right click on this horse, it'll just mount me on and I can, move around. There's actually a mule, I think, or a donkey, not a horse. I think mule. But if I right click on the horse while shifting, it will have me the name of this horse. So right here is just changed textures for it. So if you saw my last snapshot video, I was just showing off how they changed the textures for these things. And by the way, I know a lot of you noted in the description that it was not the lapis lazuli. It was not lapis lazuli item, but it was the block. So let me just do toggle downfall. But the thing is, when I place the block, if I get lapis, I was using this texture pack, which already has a texture for lapis, so it just used that texture. And now I see that obviously there was that change in the last snapshot. But this is a big thing. This is very cool. As you see, there's a little model of the horse and what he looks like. For the change textures for, that's just his name. I could rename with the name tag if I wanted to. And then this is inventory. So to access his inventory, instead of just right-clicking on the chest like you did previously, this donkey himself has an inventory. He wouldn't have it if I hadn't placed that chest. This would just be blank. So if I was to place another horse, which I'm not going to at the moment, just because the GUI has been a little glitchy. So currently, obviously, this is not full-flown build for everyone. Don't use the snapshot if you're not a reasonably experienced user. And yeah, so you can now place the saddles and stuff by just shift clicking, and I can shift click in his donkey inventory to transfer things around. So that's very cool. They started to move things over to a new attribute system, so you may see some new tooltips, but don't be scared. So when I say that, I mean about the tooltips, the tooltip is this little thing that says what the name of the item is and maybe has some little more information. So now when you see, like for instance, diamond sword, it says +7 attack damage. That means that a diamond sword is 7 attack damage. That's obviously very straightforward. But the thing about that is that with something called NBT tags, which I cannot explain, if someone in the comments that's better than me at explaining this stuff could explain what an NBT tag is, basically it's something that map makers can modify the item with, and map makers can modify how strong the sword will be. So with these new things called this new attribute system, they'll be able to modify that a lot better than they could before. Someone asked Dinnerbone if the ability to modify this would be with command in the future other than just by NBT, and he responded, yes, in the future there will be a command. So lots of new work towards a new resource pack, but they're not finished yet. So it's currently still compatible with texture packs, with the current texture packs. Now we'll get into one more last interesting part of the snapshot. There is a new internal chat system. Last night, Dinnerbone tweeted out a link to Github showing off how the new chat system works. You see here it reads, new chat system for Minecraft, the server won't translate any text for the client, and there'll be a proper stack-based coloring formatting system. So no more leaking colors, English-only messages, or out-of-date translations. If you read this, it really makes a lot of sense. You see it says color yellow, translate multiplayer.player.joined using Dinnerbone. So if you think about this, when you join in a server, the text saying, for me, Zorkan1, join this server, or anyone else join this server, appears in yellow. So think about that while reading this. Not everything makes sense with just that one thing in mind, but for instance, commands.giving.success, translate commands.giving.success, using stone1 Dinnerbone. So for instance, the command to give you something is when you give yourself, /give stone1 and then how many you want, and the color is gray when that happens because it would say given 1 stone to Zorkan1. So that's how this new system works. It's very interesting, and it'll be very useful for for modders in the future for using chat. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more Snapshot videos in the future, follow me on Twitter, and have a nice day.